alas, Lizardman or Empire?
Oh, I would certainly love to go over this Empire force.
All right.
It looks juicy, it looks spicy.
It
It's
definitely
everything you
does.
want.
What does it got for us, buddy?
Oh, it's got, it's got all the helpings. It's got everything you need. Full of spices, full of action. We have 3 Outriders, a single Pistolier, and everyone's favorite unit, Outriders with grenade launchers. Absolutely glorious unit, and a pleasure to watch. And an interesting pick here. Now, spread across the field, we have mass. Okay. We have 3 Knights of the Blazing Sun and 2 Empire Knights. Spread wide across the field, controlling the map. Now for the leadership, we have the Grey Wizard. Always a nice choice with the Kiting Force. He's on a horse, and he just has Melkoff's Mystifying Miasma for that slow. That synergy with the Shooting Force. As well, we have a Jade Wizard on a horse, Earthblood, Regrowth. And in the air, we have the Emperor himself, Karl Franz, riding Deathclaw. He has the Reichland Runefang, Stand Your Ground, and Foe Seeker. As well, looks like just Foe Seeker and a very nice Empire army, and I like the use of non-AP cavalry because you have AP shot from the Outriders.
Yep.
So the Cav kills the infantry, holds things down. Outriders do the AP with Karl Franz. Now, what has the Lizardman force to deal with this Empire Kite army, my son?
All of Lizardmen are going to be bringing a strong cavalry force of their own, but starting with the infantry, it looks like we're going to have 5 units of Saurus warriors with shields. Because I'm going to have a Chameleon Skink on either flank, with some Skink skirmishers as well on that right flank. For the Cav, we're going to have Cold One Riders, what appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4 of these Cold One Riders. So quite a lot of Saurus riding in on Velociraptors right now. But they aren't going to have their bonus which is large or anything like that, or the speed of Horned Ones. Now for the leadership, we are going to see a Skink Priest of Beast with the transformation of Kadana on foot, nothing else on top of that bad boy. And then we are going to see a Saurus Old Blood on top of a Carnosaur here. He is going to be bringing with him the Horn of Kygor, Stand Your Ground, as well as the Amulet of Itzel and Foe Seeker. So, Lizardman Force here definitely has some strong cavalry of its own. The armor piercing should help out in combat, but yeah, I have to say, the Saurus warriors, the abundance of them here, I don't know if it's going to be a benefit or a hindrance to the Lizardman army. They're quite slow, and as long as the Empire handles their micro well, they should be able to get plenty of cyclocharging damage done on top of this slow Lizardman infantry. But alas, only time will tell, and out come the Outriders to get some skirmishing done. And I think these grenade launchers could probably get a lot of value.
Indeed, they could just delete all these Saurus from the field, and I do think these Saurus are an integral part. I mean, they're going to be key to push off these Outriders, though.
Yeah.
But it's really nice having these grenades here because, yeah, look at that initial damage. This is what they want to shoot into. Delete the Saurus, and then the Outriders can get into the juicy Cobra Riders in the back line. And a few volleys from the Outriders could just spell defeat. This is the mass cap on the field. We'll have no problem dealing with the Saurus, and could quickly get an advantage in this cavalry fight.
Yep. Karl Franz going to dive into the Skink Skirmishers, just trying to get some early damage off. The Cold One Riders are coming forward, but yeah, it looks like Karl's going to be able to get out of there without too much of an issue.
Yeah, some nice early aggressive play.
Yeah.
Getting some good damage, baiting some engagements, putting the pressure on the Lizardman player. And, yeah.
Yep.
Just pulling back. Be nice and patient here. Oh, here we go. This is one of the big volleys early. These, see this thing? Cold One Riders really can't get this close to the Outriders. They have to stay back and let the Saurus eat this. Just let the Saurus eat it, die.
Yep.
Take all the ammunition, and maybe in the late game you can get some nice engagements with the Raptor Cav and the T-Rex.
Yeah.
And wreck some of these Knights of the Blazing Sun and Empire Knights. But they need to go jump because they don't have a numerical advantage as it stands.
No, absolutely, and it's going to be a zoning game here for the Lizardmen. It's all about them zoning out, screening for their Cav, trying to back the Empire up against the battle line, and then, you know, from there, once they have them trapped, they should be able to kill them, but It's going to be difficult to trap them on this big map. They have a lot of space to maneuver, but yeah, absolutely right. The Saurus Warriors need to be the ones taking the brunt of this skirmish damage, not the Cold One Knights.
Yeah, and you see this army's already losing some cohesion. It's getting a bit blobby. It's not controlling the lanes, and it's completely conceding map control to the Empire. And with this much Raptor Cav and the Asaurus spread out wide, and the Chameleons backing them up, they should be able to control the lanes. But as is, it's a beautiful concave now for the Empire, and this is where they want to be.
Yep.
Dictating the pace of play. The Lizardmen not controlling the field, and and from this point they can't do exactly what you were speaking of. They can't walk the Empire Force into the corner, eliminate the lanes of escape, and run in and kill them. But yeah, this is not where you want to be. In this situation. It's he needs to spread out now. He needs to fan out and challenge these lanes.
Yeah, he's getting tighter and tighter with this formation. That's just letting the Empire have an easier and easier time of getting surrounded. And look at this. It looks like the Empire may even catch these Saurus Warriors out by themselves, getting a nice charge from these Empire Knights before they can fully brace.
Oh, look, the T-Rex is trying to get after Carl Franz, but he's just probably going to be healed up.
Yeah, he's just going to heal up, get out of there. But a good bit of damage going down on him there initially, but I think that's...
But here we go, Outriders.
Oh, God.
Getting that back and turn.
Yeah, it looks like the Lizardmen are going into almost a boxy type of formation now, giving up on chasing and fanning out, but they can't do this. These grenade launchers and Outriders are just, going to be causing too much damage for them to successfully box up. Trying to get some counter skirmishing here with their skink skirmishers and chameleon skinks, but now look, they're too far away from the rest of the Lizardman forces, and in come the Knights of the Blazing Sun.
That's what I'm saying. You have to keep everything working together. The Saurus, spread out, working as a shield for the chameleons as they put down some counter skirmish fire, and then the Raptors close by for that counter charge. But pushing things out with any support, and then conceding map control like this is it's tough.
Yeah,
it is tough.
This is one of those battles where I'm sure Gobbo Slayer is just doing his best to keep his composure, because it's always frustrating when you're fighting an opponent you can't catch. But that's why it's so important to make sure, like you were saying, your units are working in harmony, because not one unit in this Lizardman army is going to be able to catch and destroy this Empire army. He needed to use those Saurus Warriors as basically a moving wall. And just corner him, but like you said, he's given up on that entirely, and it's too late now to try it again because the Empire's on every single side of him. It's
a tough point here, but I think what he has to do is try and move this formation back and forth. You can't be too static, but here we go. I mean, if he can get a jump on this Empire Knight with his T-Rex, that could be a nice way back to kill some cav, and maybe he can do something. Looks like the Empire Knights will get him back.
Looks like Xiphos doing a good job microing, recognizing that was going to be a bad engagement and that he needed to pull out before it was too late. They still took some damage, but they're alive. And all the while, he's sending Knights of Blazing Sun on the other side of Lizardman formation now, and they're starting to get in and do some very nice damage with Carl Franz in the back line too, taking care of some Cold One Riders. Yeah, at this point, it's just looking really like the Lizardmen are off balance, and they don't quite know what to do at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, indeed. Seems to have kind of lost the plot, the macro here. Just scrambling to try and find some ground.
Yeah. But that's why it's so hard to play against Empire sometimes, you never know what they're going to bring, and like we see
these
in this
Empire
instance.
kite builds are very strong. Some of the best skirmish cav and best cav for the price, and Carl Franz is an absolute beast.
Yes. The thing we have to remember is he may be low on health, but this guy can get healed up, and once he's healed up, he can very easily tango with the Saurus Soul Blood and take him out. And oh my goodness, a big charge from the Knights of the Blazing Sun onto these Cold One Riders, and now they're pulling out before that Saurus Soul Blood can get in on top of them more. With Foe Seeker pop, though, they may not be able to get away that easily.
Indeed, that's one of the tools here. The T-Rex can catch the Empire Knights.
Yep.
It can catch the Knights of the Blazing Sun as well, but they are a bit faster than standard Empire Knight. But yeah, here we go. See, he's completely abandoned his right flank though, and it's about to get crushed.
Yep. Every time he does that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, it's very stressful. I mean, it's just the lack of being able to be absolute max here.
Yeah. Manticore summon coming in, but not sure if it's going to be enough. I mean, we look at the Saurus infantry here. There's a lot of it left, but very low on health for a lot of the units. Just think the Empire is playing this very well right now. And look, there goes some Cold One Riders diving out into the Knights of the Blazing Sun, but they're going to get a counter charge just in the nick of time, and I think these Cold One Riders may be dead to rights. They're a bit too far away from the T-Rex to help them out, and there's some reinforcements coming in for the Empire.
Indeed. And just very well played Empire cavalry kite.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just a case of, you know, one player being very patient, knowing they had the initiative, and other player not being as patient as perhaps they would have liked.
Yeah. Nope, Empire just setting the pace of this battle start to finish. Feral Manticore is on top of the Life Wizard, the Jade Wizard. Jade Wizard looking like not noticing what's going on right now. Going to have a terror route right there. And if the Empire loses their healing capabilities, you know, that could really, really even up the battle for the Lizardmen, as Carl Franz is already low on health.
Yeah, if they can just kill the Jade Wizard here, but that Manticore is soon to vanish. It looks like, the Jade Wizard has been remicroed and may dodge here, but we'll see. I absolutely agree, though. If the Jade Wizard dies, no. Jade Wizard's alive, and I think that could just about be a sealer. So the T-Rex is out here, isolated and about to get crushed by Carl Franz, Empire Knight Charge, and Focus Fire. And huge turner events there. Almost healing was eliminated, but now the T-Rex will be dropped, and
Yeah, T-Rex shouldn't be around too much longer with Carl Franz in there on his ass. Wind Blast going in, desperately trying to help, but now here come the Outriders, and that should be all they need to finish off this big old dino.
As is the case in most Jurassic Parks, the humans do prevail. Spoiler, sorry, chat. And it seems Carl Franz will claim this day with this glorious Overwatch fire from the Outriders, who, you know, Outriders are just beautiful units, I gotta say. Another unit that's just so appreciated.
A huge hit on top of the Jade Wizard, though. Xiphos getting careless, and once again letting that Jade Wizard get caught out.
What is happening?
I don't know, but it definitely looks like it's evening things up a bit. But once again, the Outriders are still on the field, and the Lizardmen have no
still
momentum.
has more health than the Saurus as well.
It's true. This is true, and now he still has all the cav over here. It's
Oh no.
Beautiful.
And once again, look at this. Now the T-Rex. Okay, I thought the T-Rex was going to get pulled away, and because once again the Jade Wizard returns, despite nearly dying. Very fortunate for the Empire.
Ooh, look at the grenades going into this huge blob of Lizardmen forces now.
Just beautiful.
There's so much wonderful synchrony between these different units in the Empire army, and he's just using them to their fullest extent. Outriders getting so much work done, grenade launchers getting so much work done. It's, just a very beautiful play coming in from Xiphos right now.
Yeah, really nice synergy. Grenades, delete the Saurus, Outriders, take care of the cav in any large. As well, the Pistoliers can help cover the retreat of all 4 other missile cav. And that's what I really like about some of these Empire forces. You don't always need demis.
Yep.
Because you add the AP shot and Carl Franz, they're going to put down just about anything, and allows you to go cheaper on the cav and bring more. And just get more work done and more utility for an army like this. And utility, synergy, very strong. My goodness, grenades are just simply beautiful units, aren't they, my son?
They're one of my favorite units in the game by far.
Yeah,
and, just bringing one of them, such a nice utility unit to bring. You know, you don't need to bring more than one, rarely, ever. And as you can see right now, just crazy. Kills 144 on Saurus warriors. That's a good amount.
Yeah, and remember, so 70, are they 90 source? Yeah, 75 source in a unit. You do not need to delete all of them to essentially eliminate them from the field. So that could be 3 units of Source Warriors completely deleted from the game. Oh,
Yeah.
and that T-Rex just got Last Samurai obliterated.
Yep.
It was just shredded.
Shot in the face, and now in comes all of the Empire cavalry, and it does look like Empire sending everything they got in now, just going for the terror route, and it looks like they're going to get it, and that's going to be a GG.
4 Sigma for the Empire. For the Health and Hammer. And yeah, just very well played.
Galmaraz! Yeah, no, it was a rough battle to watch at some points, I have to say.
Yeah.
It was kind of painful to see Gobbo Slayer get drawn around the battlefield so much, but got to give credit to Xiphos for playing it so well. I mean, 151 kills on these Outrider grenade launchers. Very solid kills across the board, honestly. And there's one critique I had. It was just the Jade Wizard getting caught out a couple times, but he didn't die, so in the end, it was okay.
Yeah, indeed. It was just rough sledding for Gobbo Slayer. And once again, it seems like the prior game, he just kind of needed, a solar engine could have been amazing here.
Yeah.
Just picking down some of this cap, but it's kind of a risky pick versus the Empire with cannons. And yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good battle to learn from, though.
Definitely.
And I absolutely think you can try to control the lanes in that battle. You have Raptor Cav. They trade pretty well with Empire Knights.
Yeah.
And you have a T-Rex. Just gotta stay in the lanes. But yeah, just very well played.
It was very well played. I mean, I think automatically Xiphos had a good advantage just with the build he was going in there with, but I do think Gobbo Slayer had the tools necessary to zone him out and crush him. I just think the micro on Xiphos' end was a bit more on point than Gobbo Slayer, and I just don't think Gobbo Slayer really committed to a good plan of action there to corner the Empire forces. And, as he started to clam up, the Empire just got complete control of the battlefield, as you're pointing out. And no matter which direction they moved, you would see Xiphos diving in on whatever side of the Lizardman army was most exposed. So really good prioritization, really good micro from Xiphos, because although this army can be frustrating, especially newer players in a quick battle, they come up against an all-cav army, they're like, what the fuck, this is so unfair. But all-cav armies are deceptively difficult. I always want to point that out to people. It requires a lot of micro in order for them to work, because cav are just units that you can't leave in combat, you can't be lazy with, so Xiphos really pulling this off well as far as I'm